than nothing. I'm just glad to see A, some bipartisan movement, and B, that something is happening and that we're not caught in this gridlock. So we'll be waiting to hear about that from our nation's capital. I wanted to share also my congratulations to our fire chief, Derek Menard, on his opportunity to return home to Westminster, Colorado, to serve as their fire chief. Certainly, although very, very happy for him, very, very sad for us. Chief Menard has been a jewel to our city, an asset to our city. For those that remember some of the issues we've had previously within our fire department, his leadership, his attitude, his aptitude has certainly quenched those fires, so to speak. And so I certainly understand him wanting to return home and have the opportunity to take a great opportunity in his hometown. So, you know, I told him the other day that we'll miss him, but he'll always be a Savannian, and we will miss him. And I congratulate the city manager on his interim replacement, Chief Kitchen, who was raised in our organization. And so as he moves forward in his interim position, and as the city manager announces his plans for a search for a permanent replacement, we wish Chief Kitchen well. I'm also proud to share that the City of Savannah has joined the Solid Waste Association of North America. It's called SWANA. The Georgia chapter is celebrating 2022 Waste and Recycling Workers Week. And the theme this year is Solid Waste Workers Are Superheroes. And we know that our solid waste workers are superheroes. Festivities kicked off yesterday with a hot breakfast and superhero-themed t-shirts that were distributed to Team Sanitation. The city manager and I had an opportunity to hang out with these superheroes and thank them so much for their service. The celebration of these superheroes will continue all week, so please make sure you stay tuned on social media as we feature waste and recycling workers over the next several days. I even had a chance to hang out with the beautiful ladies of litter. And this was a team within our litter abatement area, and these ladies are serious about what they do. And so I also congratulate and thank the ladies of litter. Participation in the Waste and Recycling Workers Week means that the City of Savannah has joined with SWANA Georgia chapter and other municipalities, organizations, and companies throughout the state, committing to elevating the status of solid waste management workers and thanking them for keeping us safe and healthy. The city manager is fond of saying that they are the pride of Savannah, and I absolutely agree. They are where the rubber meets the road every single day. They are the department that touches every single household in our community. They work outside in some very challenging work conditions, as they will over the next couple of days. But they will face it with superhero strength, and they will do well. So I thank them and I salute them this week and every week. Last Thursday was our first city council meeting in June. And so during the workshop, we received a public safety update on violence reduction strategies and initiatives. And this goes to what we've talked about before, that this is bigger than a police department. And if we're looking at crime reduction, violence reduction, and we're looking at it just through the lens of policing, then we have totally missed the boat. It's much bigger. It is a public health issue, and we're looking at that, and it requires a whole of community approach in which we're doing. Although we are certainly challenged by the vacancies, as every other department is, and as we continue to aggressively seek the right people to join our department, We recognize that other entities within our city, now our ONE's office, other community partners, the nonprofits we fund, all of us play a role in dealing with violence reduction. And so I thank the city manager, I thank Chief, I thank Chief Taffy Young, John Bush of our ONE's office for helping to spearhead that type of response. During the regular meeting, we also recognize members of the Proud Savannah Task Force in observance of Pride Month, and we also recognize the city's municipal archives team for their outstanding work in documenting and preserving the city's history. The City Council also approved several large purchasing items, including nearly $6 million for construction of a new sewer force main, $7.6 million for sewer and stormwater line rehabilitation services, $42,000 for electric vehicle charging stations in the Bryan and State Street garages, and a contract up to $435,000 for grounds maintenance on 69 miles of median and rights-of-way within the city limits. Also, another reminder that our Summer Fun and Safety 2022 initiatives are in full effect all around our city. Opportunities are plentiful, from camps to recreations to jobs. And if you know a young entrepreneur, or if your child is interested in business, you can sign them up for our free youth summer business classes. These classes are tailored to young Savannahans interested in starting a business now and in the future. The Young Entrepreneur's Guide to Starting a Business class is from 2 to 3 p.m. on Wednesday, June the 29th, online or in person at the Savannah Entrepreneurial Center at 801 East Gwinnett Street. A huge advantage of getting started with entrepreneurship at a young age is an opportunity to learn important public skills that will follow them the rest of their lives, such as teamwork, networking, problem solving, critical thinking, innovation, and self-discipline. This summer class will introduce young, aspiring entrepreneurs to goal setting, planning, startup costs, marketing, income, expenses, and profit margins. Also designed for 12 to 18-year-olds, the Understanding Credit class will explain why having credit is important, how to establish credit, and how credit scores affect your financial future. And this class will take place on Thursday, June the 30th from 1 to 2 p.m. online via Zoom or in person at the Savannah Entrepreneurial Center. Beyond classroom instruction, these classes will include fun, interactive activities. To find out more information or register for these classes, visit savannahga.gov/summerfun, savannahga.gov/summerfun. And our Office of Marketing and Communications will be highlighting our summer fun and safety initiatives every Wednesday throughout the summer. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at City of Savannah. We as a city said we wanted to make sure that we put focus on young people in our community that are doing the right things. And we want to make sure that young people in this community have things to do. It has to be productive. It has to be things that challenge them. And it has to be things, hopefully, that'll make them better. So that is what we're doing, and this is how we keep young people occupied and not getting in trouble. So again, my thanks to Team Savannah for all of their work in doing that. Applications are still available for the Emerge Job Training Program to provide employment training scholarships for income eligible residents of Savannah. Eligibility is based on the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development's income requirements. A Child Development Associate Training Program and a Certified Kitchen Cook Training Program will be offered. These programs will help defray the cost of tuition, equipment, and supplies associated with job certification programs. So visit savannahga.gov/emerge scholarship for more information. savannahga.gov/emerge, EMERG scholarship for more information. As we move people from poverty to self-sufficiency, you do that by providing job skills to them. And so this is how we're planning on doing that. The City of Savannah's Small Business Recovery Program is still providing limited financial assistance in the form of grants to small businesses directly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Eligible businesses may receive up to $10,000 in federal grant funds made available by the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development. For more information and eligibility requirements, visit savannahga.gov/SBRP, savannahga.gov/SBRP, or call 912-651-6488, 912-651-6488. Housing and Neighborhood Services Minor Home Repair Program is still accepting applications to assist eligible homeowners with property in Savannah with making repairs to their home. Remember, this program is not for house renovations, nor is it for extensive remodeling. But this is an opportunity to be able to help individuals that are eligible to be able to make some very necessary needed repairs to their homes. So far, this program has assisted 120 homeowners in just the 6 months of this year. So for more information, visit savannahga.gov/homeowner repair, savannahga.gov/homeowner repair, or call 912-525-3100, 912-525-3100. Juneteenth is this Sunday, and the city is very proud to participate in these festivities, marking this very important holiday. As you remember, I designated Juneteenth as a holiday, a city observed holiday in 2021, and now in 2022 is a federal holiday, and we're excited about that. And to that end, the Juneteenth flag now flies in the rotunda of Savannah City Hall for the first time in our history. And on Monday, June the 20th, city offices will be closed in observance of Juneteenth. This Thursday at 10 o'clock a.m., Recreation and Leisure Services will be holding a Juneteenth celebration at the Moses Jackson Community Center. The event is free and open to the public. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there are multiple events happening throughout our community and neighboring communities in which we're encouraging individuals to get out and support and learn more about Juneteenth. And that includes Saturday's original Juneteenth Festival at Wells Park, also known as the 38th Street Park, which is co-sponsored by the city of Savannah. And that starts at 10 o'clock a.m. For more information about all of these events, you can go to savannahga.gov/Juneteenth, savannahga.gov/Juneteenth. Also, Father's Day is this Sunday, and I hope that you take a little time this week to let the fathers and father figures in your life know how important they are to you. I'm certainly blessed and grateful for my father. I bear his name, and I am awfully grateful to be his son. Finally, it's week 3 of the 2022 hurricane season. Please do not wait till a hurricane is at your doorstep to start the planning process. Our furry family members are also so important. So, do you have a plan for them? How do you take care of them? Where do you go? And if you go somewhere, will they take your fur baby with them? Those are the questions you need to ask. It's important for you to have a plan. So please go ahead and do that. To learn more about how to prepare for your pets, including a checklist of needed items, visit ready.gov/pets. ready.gov/pets. And to receive updates about potential hurricane impacts or current weather events from our partners in the Chatham Emergency Management Agency, all you have to do is text SEMA to 77295, 77295. And as we continue through hurricane season, I will continue to share important reminders. A word back to Father's Day. Do something really nice for your father this year. I mean, mothers, I mean, we show much love to our mothers, and we go out of the way for mothers. Let's really go above beyond for fathers. Let's try something other than socks and ties and boot by Fabergé. Right, Chief? That's right. Chief is a father, grandfather. I mean, let's go above and beyond for the men that are significant in our lives. They mean a lot, and we need to take the time to show them that. So, I mean, I just want us to go out for fathers on Father's Day, like we go out for mothers on Mother's Day. So, Savannah is blessed to have some great fathers. That is my prepared remarks, and I'll answer any questions you may have.
Good morning, Mayor. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Can't complain.
Good.
So you spoke a little bit about the violence reduction strategies discussed during the last city council meeting. Specifically, are there any new strategies the city's going to be looking into?
Well, I think all of them are new. The goal of this is when you change the focus of how you look at violence, then you look at the strategies that are different in terms of how you address violence. So, for example, we've always heretofore thought of violence equals police, violence equals police. We've tried that, and it does not work. We have to be able to change hearts. We have to be able to change minds. We have to change behavior, and that's not the function or the role of police. It really requires us getting in neighborhoods. It requires us people to people. It requires us to do smarter surveillance, social media. It requires the public to be able to alert us if people are having issues, if they're having challenges, if they seem abnormally angry, if they have a beef with somebody. I think it requires all of that. And so our role at that point would not necessarily be to send a police officer. It may be to send somebody from WUNS. Beyond that, our WUNS office is a convener of a bunch of community partners. And so we want to be able to now use those community partners. Sometimes if I'm upset and I'm hungry, then maybe we need to get you some food first. Or you need a place to stay, maybe you might need that as well. If you need clothing, maybe we can help you with that as well. So again, it's a whole of community approach. And so these are things that have proven to work well across the country. And then of course we have our traditional policing as that relates to presence and surveillance of police departments. So I think using this is a much more balanced, much more common sense approach of dealing with violence reduction.
So are a lot of these new strategies kind of falling on the ONCE program, or is it just kind of a lot of new things?
We're spreading the love, we're spreading the responsibility. Keeping in mind, and again, as I said, the city of Savannah will not bear all of the responsibility for violent crime in our community. We recognize that we are a partner in being able to do that. The city has a role. We have a role from our police department, and again, our police are making arrests. But once their arrests are made, they go into a system. Hence why we've called on our prosecutorial partners, both at the DA level and the U.S. Attorney level, to help us make cases on trigger pullers. And then we're talking to our judges. We're saying, hey, let's get these trials, let's make them speedy, whatever we can do to help to speed them along. We don't want to be in the way. Let's go ahead and adjudicate these cases. So it's a whole of community approach, and we'll do our part.
And then you spoke a little bit about the potential for bipartisan gun legislation. If that were to be passed, I know that's still in very short phases of its life cycle. Do you think that could also help us against?
It all helps. It all helps. Again, I've been quite vocal about the role that our state government and our federal government plays in being able to address things that the city of Savannah cannot address. Common sense gun laws, red flag laws, ways to be able to help us, make it harder to get a gun than it is to get a driver's license. Those are the types of things that we need the help of our state and federal partners to be able to do. And so I'm hoping that the federal government can help make sense of this on a nationwide level so we have some uniformity. I think that no one wants to be in a situation where you're the location of the next mass shooting. I think that we can protect the Second Amendment and protect second graders as well. And so it's clear we have to do something. Personally, I don't feel that a citizen has a need for an AR-15. I've not seen prairie dogs walking around the city of Savannah or our streets. I think it poses a real threat not only to the community but also to law enforcement. It outguns them, so to speak. And so I think, again, we can do some things that protect the right to bear arms, but yet at the end still protect our babies and our citizens.
And this is my last question, might be a little bit random. I've seen a lot across the country about lifeguard shortages. Wondering if you've heard of anything happening here.
Of what?
Lifeguard shortages, like
yes.
city pools and stuff. Is that anything that's happened here with city-run pools?
I don't think so. I'm not sure that we have any lifeguard shortages. We do? Yes, we have lifeguard shortages. So if need be, I'll go and offer myself to go out and be a lifeguard. I mean, lifeguard shortages, we're talking about employment shortages all over the place. Almost every occupational group has an issue finding people willing to work. And so, we'll make sure that we have the required ratios to make sure our pools are safe. And obviously, if we don't have enough lifeguards, then, we'll have to make adjustments to our operations to make sure that our pools remain safe and the proper ratio of lifeguards to people are in place.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Well, again, it's hot in the city of Savannah for a multiplicity of reasons. Make sure you stay cool. Make sure that you exercise discretion and caution in terms of not being out there in the hot sun if you don't want to. Even Chief has him in short sleeves today, so it's hot, and he's from Arizona. So have a great day. Thanks so much.